Hello everyone, it's the Outdoor Witch. I'm animal communicator, energy healer, outdoor lover and owner of several animal friends. So as I said in my previous video, I'm going to do with you today a 6-card reading for an animal, and because I wanted to give you an example on how you can use oracle cards to actually get information, to channel information from the animal you want to work on. So I thought I would do a live case and just really to take you through the way I work, and hopefully it can help you do the same with an animal you have and you want to work with or you have a question about. And also, if you like to contact me, you will find all the information in the description box below. I also put links to my PayPal, and if you want to support this channel and the charity I have for rehomed dogs and especially rehomed sled dogs and huskies. All right, so let's go and dive in. So today's 6 cards reading is going to be for a horse who has an issue under the saddle. So I could do an animal communication like classic one, but I wanted to see what the cards would tell me and what would come through using this technique about why this horse is reacting this way. And I'm also going to ask this horse, this mare, actually it's a female horse, if she has any message for her person, if there's any other things she would like to say, and there are maybe codes, one of the reasons why she has this issue under the saddle. So I'm just going to try and have a general overview of the situation of this horse, not to stick only with the issue under the saddle. I'd rather have a bigger picture of what's going on with that horse, and probably the reason for the issue under the saddle is going to come up in the reading. So I'm going to start with 6 cards from that deck. I put also in the description box below the name of the decks I'm working with today. None of these decks are sponsored, so it's just for your own information. Right, let's go. Okay, so I'm first going to really focus and connect with the horse, and at the same time I'm going to start shuffling the cards. So just take some time to read and feel what's coming up for me. All right, so there are some messages that really come through like quite quickly. So actually this horse is happy with her life. She feels good in the place she is now. She feels a lot more free, and there's like, even that one I will keep out and talk about it later, but like this one is blessed. I don't know if you can see properly. Blessed, and we have also truth to be told, but just really like open the door. I also have this card poised. I really like this card, the way this woman is. So let's come to the action message in the bottom. Okay, just there's a call for freedom here, and I feel that this horse is really happy, but she wants now more freedom. She wants the cage to be open and that she can really express herself and not be constrained so much. And she wants to express who she is really from the inside out. I feel that there's a lot more to that horse than her person can actually see now. And she's really ready to do something different. And I really feel this freedom, like really calling loud. I would say that she actually wants to be ridden saddle free. and to be free of all any kind of yeah, restriction or that keep her like in a box. She just wants to feel a lot more free, and she wants her person also to take a risk. And if you look at this card, come to the edge, that's what the meaning of it is in the booklet. But when you really look at that person, like she's feeling happy, she's dancing free, even if the platform she's on is so small. But she's like feeling so free and joyful and creative. Um, so that's what I have for a feeling, that it's like yeah, it's really calling for more. She's calling her person to level up and to dare do things she hasn't dared so far. That horse wants. She's a call for freedom. Um, it's like she knows her person has a lot of fear, and she's here to help her um, move forwards, overcome these fears. That horse is a blessing for this person, and this person is a blessing for that horse, and they get on very well together. And actually here we get the number 22, and for me two, it's like really two, it's a pair, and yeah, it's like an emphasis on being together. There's a lot of joy, like kind of celebration in these cards. um, there are stars, hearts. In well, like in these two cards we got stars, and in these there we got these little hearts. So oh, I don't know, yeah, it's hearts. And it's like she wants to be able to shine out, to express who she is fully, but she wants the same, and she's calling the same from her person. It's like now it's time to just be free and open all these uh, open the doors, open the windows, and release the blocks that are just keeping that horse blocked because of her owner's fears. And it's funny because on these two pictures, the person is like dancing and being so joyful, even if the platform is so small. I don't know if you can see better. Do you see that the platform on both is really small? And it looks like it's the same person, or actually for me it feels like it's the same person. So I would say that that woman there is the owner of the horse. That's really what's coming up. And the animal on the other pictures is more about the horse herself. And like this horse has been sending message to her person. That we got the cards sending a message in the bottle. So it's like it's all about signs and seeing symbols and things, seeing signs in things, almonds and other indication that this horse has actually sent her person and keeps sending, but she doesn't really get it. And she's really calling her like, no, now I'm not going any further down that road of fear and restriction. I want to be a lot more free. And she's calling for a change. I mean, if there's no change, as it's not, because we can see the dark side of all these cards also, that if there's no change, it's like this horse doesn't want to keep going on that way. She wants that change and she's pushing for it. And here we got the zebra and this funny tower, and in this case that really makes me feel of the saddle, and like she wants a change regarding this. So actually I don't feel like the issue is about the riding, like being ridden or having someone on her back, but I really feel like she doesn't want this heavy tower on her, like this something that prevent her moves to be fine. So from just that first reading, I would say I would ask that person to check the saddle and to make sure it fits the horse, and then I would ask, do you have anything about riding saddle free, and see like bareback if you dare or if you can do it. because I feel that's really what that horse is calling for. But actually, I feel that this person, the person who has that horse, is actually also looking for freedom, but is kind of feeling restricted and doesn't dare to share to the world who she is. And the horse is like telling that person, you get everything you need. There are stars. Oh, I think I mixed the two because it's important. Sorry. Yeah, there are stars. You are stars. You can shine your light, but you have to open up and really take that risk to open up and now to be free and to feel free and to stop with all these restrictions and blocks and fear you put on yourself. So, oh, I didn't see, but there are hearts here as well. So it's like speak your truth, be who you are fully, speak through your heart and stop being so blocked into what people think of you. And I got something here because it's like this card truth be told is like really about, for me, I see it as really being honest and open up and say things how they are, but with kindness. And it's also magic because that's the bird, like the owl for me is always about magic. But underneath we got this golden mask, and for me, face, but it's really like the Venetian mask. But it makes me think of abundance and also, showing your real face, like letting all the masks down. But that this mask is made out of gold, or actually it's a golden one. So it's like you don't have to put that shiny fake face or face personality on things just to look good. And if you let that mask down, then you can really be yourself, and actually abundance, which is for me this goal represent, can actually be there and express itself in your life. But as long as that person keeps on that happy, not happy, but like fake, that perfectionist mask on, she can't access the truth of herself, of her heart. And so she's like sitting on abundance, but not using it, not expressing her truth to the world. So it's super interesting to see that they're really like, this horse feels good where she is. There's like a lot of peace in this card. She feels blessed, she feels happy, she feels cozy. I love that figure there. I really love it. It can also be that's how this horse is seeing her person when her person is feeling good. There's a lot of happiness, calmness. It's like joyful but calm. I don't know if you see what I mean. All this purple, and it's also about truth and being yourself and expressing your spirituality. I think this card for me, like this now, makes a lot of love and sweetness. And there's also a lot of joy in this card. So that's what this horse is calling her person to be calm, so they can be both free. But her person has to see the sign that she doesn't want this saddle anymore. She doesn't want this restriction anymore, or things that prevent her moves anymore. She's calling for a change, and the change is going to come anyway. So that person really has to take on the change. Otherwise, it's going to happen, but not necessarily in the way that can be positive. It can be, more abrupt, and it could be destructive. I have this feeling that if this horse person is not doing something and not trying to improve and let go of fear and overcome them, it's the horse who's going to make some decision. So for now, I think that horse really doesn't want to be ridden anymore with a saddle right now. So I would recommend that person to check the saddle, as I said before, or check if there's another alternative on how to work with a horse, how to ride her if they still feel like it. But yeah, I really feel that this horse is happy as she is, and she doesn't mind being ridden. Like there's also this freedom when she can canter and be free, but no restriction anymore. Okay, so I'm just gonna check. I'm going to ask these cards. So this is Ukon Pakka, this Finnish deck, and I'm going to check cards on this if the horse has a message. Yeah, do you have any message for any message or any way you can help your person release these blocks? Any idea or advice that I can give your person so she can release the blocks? This one. If I put it the right way. Cool. Okay, so we got this one and this one coming up. Right. Okay, so I just turn around so I can read them better. So this card here really reminds me of the devil in the tarot cards. And it's like the horse is telling the person, you should just kill your own monsters. It's like, let these monsters go. You don't have to stick with all these fears and doubt, and because that's what is blocking you to move forward. And it's keeping you from really, this monster is really what's haunting that horse owner, the horse person. She is really like crippled with doubts and fear of things that are not real, and she's making up monsters of things that are not that bad. And it's kind of it's for me, it's like really, it's time for celebration. It's time to live up, to gather up, to celebrate life and to live life fully. There's a lot of celebration and daring being different than the others, because how can I say? I feel like the person who has this horse is a bit special. She's a bit different. And she doesn't really dare to express this. And she hasn't yet found she doesn't dare, how can I say, to dare the tribe or the real group that is hers. And so this card for me represent like, there are like unusual people, unusual celebration, but it's very festive, even if it's not according to the standards. So it's like, again, it comes back to that card of like, truth be told, be truly yourself. And she wants her person to celebrate who she is and to be fully herself and not to be scared, not to be like everyone else. And that horse isn't like everyone else either. So they come from a different place, a different world, which is quite true because they actually come from foreign country, both of them. So I think there's something very, very strong message here about daring being your authentic self, even if it's out of the box. And then we come to that card, the beetle. Oops, sorry. And for me, the beetle is really related to renewal, regeneration, but also luck and abundance. I always see it as a really positive symbol, and it's also related to the sun, which is all about shining a light and success. And I don't know, it really makes me think of this. So I would say that this horse is calling her person to let go of her doubt, to be truly herself, not to be so scared of thinking out of the box, of being different, and just to let go of these chains she's having. But I also feel that it's gonna be, because this is so strong cards, that actually the fear of that person of letting the rain go, like let go of all the control, is going to be very challenging for that person. So that's what I have for that situation here. I'm just going to ask the horse if there's anything else she wants to add. Do you have any final message for your person, or okay. And it's about being ridden without saddle. Would you like it? Would you not like it? Is it going to be right? Okay. Right, so as final message. So the final message for the person is imagine. So I would say that person has to rethink the way she rides a horse and imagine a better way, and imagine also that she can actually do it without so much control and without trying to I think control is the word, or like have things so tight under I'm messy here, but what I mean is that there's a lot of freedom and openness in that card, and she really has to use her imagination differently to see things with more open mind, and it comes down again to releasing all these control and blocks, but it's also imagining things differently. And so if I relate it to riding and being with a horse, I would like to tell her, just rethink the way you work with your horse, you see your horse, and you can ride her in a different way. And then about the young. So this card is about action, but here with the gold, I don't know, but that drawing here, it makes me think that she has to take action, like try and go without saddle or with a different kind of saddle, and it would bring her a lot of joy and abundance, but I mean abundance in the way that she's going to have a more fulfilled relationship with the horse if she dares to take that action, to tear that step into the unknown and to take a risk. Then she'll finally see all the gold she has, not in her hands, but when she's riding a horse, all the gold that actually this horse has to offer her, all the opportunities and the wonderful relationship they can build. So there's far more to discover between that person and the horse, I think, and they're only at the beginning of their journey together. Even if I know it's been a long time she has her, but I think there's still a lot more to discover. All right, so that's the reading I will tell that person, and I thank the cards for the message and the horse for being there with me. It was really interesting. So thank you for watching. If you enjoyed that video, I'm gonna maybe pick a cards reading about, like, asking you guys to pick a pile of cards, and it would be like a message from your animals, or something a passed away animal wants to tell you, or things like this, because I really enjoy doing it. And if you enjoyed that video, and like also my previous video, please give them the thumbs up. Subscribe if you like, and share if you think these videos can help other animal lovers and owners. All the best now, and see you soon. Bye!